Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Mecca Media Morning Show. And I'm in the building. Speaking about the building, as you can see, I'm with some fine young brothers, one with gray, one with not, but they both in blue. Tell everybody what's going on. What's your name, brother?
Officer Jeff Luttle, Akron Police Department, 27 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Sergeant Mike Murphy, 16 years on the Akron Police Department.
Listen, man, we're about to put some stereotypes to bed today.
Yes, sir.
We're about to put some. Now, listen, I'm going to go straight for it. I'm saying this for my conscious brothers and sisters. When we hear the term policing ourselves, policing the community, I'm hearing it coming from the APD. I hear some of you guys saying we need to do that. Now, when I hear stuff like that, I'm thinking Black Panther style. How can we police ourselves within the APD department? How can we do that?
Well, we're trying to get more brothers and sisters to sign up for the job. The ideal situation is for the makeup of the community to match the makeup of the police department. So Akron is about 40% Black, but we're only 9% on the police department. So if we get the number of minority officers up, you'll see more minority officers in your community.
Okay, hence education. You just educated me. Okay,
yes,
because I was thinking now, can you guys dictate where they send you, or the powers that be say, hey, this is where you're going to be at today, this is where you're going to be at, this is your beat? And if so, how can we still affect policing ourselves?
Well, a lot of the car assignments are set by the shift commander. So the shift commander is going to decide who works in what area. The key is to have us more represented so we end up in our community.
More people servicing, more Black, the more you see them. Okay, that's dope, man. So right now, you hear a lot of the policing ourselves, policing the community, having people that understand you that's coming to your door.
Right.
We were talking before camera cut turned on and everything. We was talking about you coming to my door and me and my wife having an issue. You understand culturally what's happening quicker than somebody that's not a part of the culture.
Exactly. The only thing that could make that better for somebody that's not part of their culture is when they're working to get out the car and interject with the people. That's more of a community policing guideline, and we're trying to go to that on the department, but it's a slow process. So the more minority officers we have, the better that's going to be to affect our community.
That's great. Hey, brother, let me ask you a question. You're young blood. You understand? You've been doing your song and dance for 16 years, right?
Right.
When you're outside of your uniform, do people think you're a cop, or it kind of shock them when they start talking to you?
No, I mean, a lot of people know me because I'm from the city, from the area. So people outside of uniform know me. But no, I don't. I try not to even have that cop look if there is one.
Right.
I want to just blend in with the community and be a regular dude. So no, I really don't have any of that. It's just when I'm out of the uniform, I'm just Mike. The person, the dad, the brother, the son, that type of person.
Is it hard to say I'm off today? Is that hard to say that?
Sometimes, because people will call you or text you about stuff. People always want information on certain things, so it is kind of hard for us to detach ourselves from the job, just because we are so connected to the community, and people feel like it's a good thing, right? But it sometimes it allows. It makes you're always on the clock somehow.
That's dope, man. Tell everybody why it's important that us be represented on the police force.
Again, like Officer Luttle was saying, it's just extremely important to have more minority officers, so that when our people are calling 911, they're seeing someone that looks like them come to those calls. And then and internally too, the more minority officers, the more Black officers we have, the more understanding we can help bring to our brothers and sisters within the police department, help them understand culturally some of the things that they may not understand or may not have experience in dealing with.
Hey man, listen, for those of you guys who's watching, tell somebody, share this damn thing right here, okay? Because we're making things happen in Akron, Ohio. We call it Blackburn, Ohio, okay?
All right.
And you guys are in the heart of Blackburn, Ohio right now.
Yes.
Watching, they're in the heart of it. You guys are here because this is the headquarters and everything. But I got a little leaflet.
Yes.
I usually don't use notes, but this is important.
Yes,
right?
it is.
This is important. We're going to go over some stuff. Now, when I just saw 2 bands worth of hiring bonus, I said 2 racks.
Yes.
What the hell? Explain that to me.
How that works is once you complete the academy, we're going to put an extra $1,000 in your check. After you get off probation, another $1,000. That equals the $2,000 bonus. But the whole time you're in training through the academy and through all your probationary period, you're getting paid $31.52 an hour. So that's the starting wage. This academy that we're testing for will start next year, and the wage is $31.52 an hour.
Dang, man. Make no mistakes, we're recruiting.
Yes,
we're
we are.
recruiting. That's why y'all here. We're
Yes,
recruiting.
we are.
So you telling folks, don't be that concerned about your rent, monies that you owe, or your bill payments and stuff. Get yourself a job so you won't be in those situations of, with the pandemic, got everybody behind. This is the perfect pandemic remedy to the pandemic is get yourself a quality job.
Right.
What about health benefits?
Our health benefits are some of the best health benefits in the area, and for a family, it's only $180 a month. Most places are charging $500 or $600 a month to have health coverage.
We don't for a family.
For a family,
the whole family.
The whole family. So for us, it's only $180 a month. You can't get it no better than that nowhere else.
Yeah, that's full health, dental, vision, life insurance, also
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's dope, man. I mean, you guys got an important job. I'm sure they want you in there in tip-top shape and all, man. And what is this 15 paid holidays to be used at your pleasure throughout the year? What's going on with that?
Right. at your pleasure is a little deceiving.
Come on, you better say it.
Because the shift you're on, if the time's available, you can use it. But sometimes the time is not available. But in your first year, you get 80 hours of vacation plus 15 paid holidays. That's a whole month off the first year you're working. Most jobs, you get a week your first year, and you might not get 2 weeks. So after 5 years, in your first year, you can take a month off of work. If the time's available for you, you can get it.
And in those 15 holidays, really, because the police department doesn't close. It's 24/7, 365. So you may have to work on a 4th of July, Thanksgiving. So they're giving you those holidays, all those holidays throughout the calendar year. They're giving them back to you in days to use however you see fit.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You guys are real superheroes. There's no taking off the cape for the holiday. Now, damn it, I'm saying it right now. Y'all better give my brothers Juneteenth off, okay? At least these two. We're going to start revolution and everything, man. But check this out. We also got yearly increase in longevity pays after 5 years. Explain that to me, bro.
Well, the longevity pay. So after you hit a certain number of years on the police department, longevity is essentially like an amount that they give you. So you accumulate paid leave all throughout the year. So after a certain point, they start paying you back money for the paid leave. So it's essentially a lump sum payout or like a bonus that you'll receive once a year. I think it's October of every year. You'll receive a lump sum bonus. So it's just a nice little check you can use to do whatever it is that you want to do with.
Yeah, the more time you have on, the higher the bonus is.
Okay. Well.
So it's a certain percentage every year. So after 5 years, you might get like 1.5% of your salary is what goes into your longevity. And the more years you have on, like I have 27 in, so I'm at the top point of longevity. So my longevity check is a lot larger than a guy that has 5 years on.
Okay, let's just go here. I see some interesting stuff. Let's really get these people interested.
Yes.
It's about the money. It's about us policing ourselves in the best way possible, right?
Yes.
Right.
So look at these numbers here. We're going to just go ahead and talk about it. First off, let's talk about the shift times. You say it's 24/7 all around, but there's shifts. You don't work every hour of the hour.
Right.
You got shifts like the 6:30 to 4:30 p.m. That's a regular shift.
That's a regular shift. That's the shift I work.
I didn't even think y'all had shifts like that. I thought y'all had police shifts.
Right.
Because you always, every time you see a cop, he's in his outfit.
Yeah.
In the store and everything.
He work.
Yep.
Right.
He ain't working at the store buying nothing.
Right. That's one of the benefits of this. We just went to a 10-hour schedule. So on the 10-hour schedule, you work 3 days on and 2 days off. And then you run that back again, 3 days on, 2 days off. And then the third round, you go 2 days on, 2 days off. So essentially you're off every other Saturday, Sunday. So every other weekend, you're at home with your family.
Come on.
Right. And when you see officers off their shift, working at the grocery stores, security at the banks and stuff like that, that's extra job. Our extra job rate is $40 an hour. If it's a traffic job, directing traffic, or a job at a bar at night, it's $50 an hour. So that's where it turns this starting salary of $65,000. You can get up to making $85,000, $90,000, and all you have is a high school diploma.
Hey man, let me ask you something, man. When we used to do club promotion, I used to have to pay cops.
Yes.
Right? $20 an hour back down the wheel of time.
Right.
You telling me if I do another promotion, I have to pay you brothers $50 an hour now?
$50 an hour.
Oh, I'm glad I ain't doing that right now. I'm out of the business.
Right.
But that was $20. We was complaining then. Like,
Right.
Like you're looking at a 4-hour window. Nightclubs is open.
Right.
It could be 10 to 2 or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a guarantee you get 2 cops. You know, they got their money and they get it in cash. I don't know if y'all get it in cash now.
Yeah. Some jobs still do pay cash.
Oh,
so it went from you paying 80 an officer now to 200 an officer.
Officer, man, you like that's okay.
Right.
What's the difference of the renegade securities that you see out there and a uniformed police? What's the difference, brother?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, all these security companies and stuff, it's cool because there's a presence. They're there to do something if something pops off real quick, but they don't have any authority. You know, at the end of the, if something happens and action needs to be taken, they still have to call the police because they can't make arrests. They can't do any of that
just
stuff.
Get them out the club.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of loopholes with that you know you can get into some civil liability.
Okay.
People get hurt and all that stuff. So the police don't. It's a different type of gig for us.
So pay the brothers what they worth.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you said.
Right.
It's better to pay that little bit of money up front than to try to save some dollars and pay some renegade cops. Pay the renegades too, but have a couple of.
Right. We get paid really is for our presence to deter stuff from happening, deter people that are gonna do bad things. So oftentimes when the police are there, people don't do stuff like that.
I like this free college tuition thing. Am I saying this right?
Right.
Free college tuition over there at Stark State. That's not too far from here.
No, it's right around the corner.
Yeah.
And the city has developed a partnership with them so you can take free courses. So if you're into your college, into your major, whatever it is, whether it's criminal justice or whatever, and you stop that to come to the police department, you can go back and finish that up for free at Stark State instead of having to pay for it or creating some more student loan debt, which most people get tied up in. Because on this job, all you have to have is a high school diploma. I've never been to college. I was in the military for a little while, and with overtime and extra job pay, I make $100,000 a year.
I was about to ask you guys.
Just on a high school diploma. That's it.
So the financial freedom that you can have working this job is pretty dope, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, really, you can make as much money as you would like.
Yeah.
You know, the job opportunities are there, like you talked about the security, working at grocery stores, at clubs, and the apartment buildings and things like that, man. There's plenty of money out there.
Oh, yeah, think about the apartment building. Yeah. What about that guy that's sitting in the garage at 2:00 in the morning? He getting paid too.
Yes, he getting paid. Same rate.
$50.
Right.
Man.
And that's the thing with us being shorthanded, period, on officers, why we're recruiting so heavy, is there's a lot of overtime. So you got guys that are working extra overtime shifts.
Wow.
So you get that time and a half shift, that's really adding to your money. And all our time and a half is pensionable. So that goes towards your pension. So when you retire, you have a higher pension because you've been working overtime than the regular person that don't work any overtime.
Before we get out of here, tell somebody why it's important to be black and a cop 2023, Akron, Ohio.
Man, it's important because we need more of us. It's going to level things out, helps bring balance to the police department, balance to the city. People need to see us. If I was to try and encourage somebody right now, hey, you might not want to do it by yourself. Get a group of your boys, go through it together, go through the process, take the test, take the physical fitness test, go into the academy together. So now you're not alone.
It's just important because when I call the police for my situation, I feel more comfortable if the police look like me.
You better keep it real. So how can somebody get involved, man? If they want, I see the number, the recruiting office. The number is 330-375-2643. Why don't you say that for me on that microphone?
It's 330-375-2643. And if you want to go ahead and apply, you can go to joinakronpolice.com. That'll take you right to the website where you can link up and apply right at that time.
All right, man. For akronhiphop.com, we out.